Welcome back to video 2. So we continue looking at the word you today, or in this video, today, tomorrow, whenever. But the word you, and specifically the do you to do ya. So let's go. Do you is part of a question English. And we want to learn about do you to do ya. So practice with me. Do ya. Do ya. Now, I want to be very clear about do. Why is this word necessary, and what is the situation? Now, if we look at questions, or we look at two sentences here. In English, you want and do you want. A lot of other languages, to ask a question, you don't need another word. You don't need a different word in front. The you want, it's a fact, and you want, you need, only changing the intonation. The problem is, if you ask me a question, you want, you need, you like, I'm not sure if it's a question. But if you ask me, do you like? I go, okay. Do makes it clear that it is a question. Now, when we talk about do, we must talk about when not to use do. You never use it with the verb to be, for example. The verb to be will always change the order. Am I, are you, is he, etc. For example, you never use do I am, do you are. Simple, basic mistake, but just careful. To be, and it's a part of a group of verbs that never use do for a question. You have a group of verbs. They call them modal verbs. You are, you can, you must, you will, you should, you could, and you would. And we will see all these in the course during the classes. But look here carefully that are you, can you, must you, will you, should you, could you, would you. Always changing the order of the words, never using a do. And this is the important part. So the verbs like to be that are can, will, should are 10% of verbs, and 90% of verbs in the present tense for now use do. Now, it's important to remember that do is for I, you, we, and they. That we have do, I, you, we, they, want and need, and to go, to buy, to talk. Want and need are only examples to show you the idea. But we don't use do for he, she, or it. Now we will see this in future lessons here. Now we want to practice do you questions. Do ya? Do ya? Now what is really important to remember is that after WH words, the what, when, where, why, what time, who, the word do for questions is still necessary. A lot of students think or speak that after what or when you do not need do. Still necessary. So what do you want? When do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Etc. Okay, let's start our practice. Pause. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And a little faster. What do you do? What do you do? This is a normal question of your profession, your job. What do you do? Do you have any money? Do you? Do you have any money? Do you? And do you have? Do you have any money? Do you? Do you have any money? Why do you need it? Why do you? Why do you need it? And can you see? why do you? Why do you need it? So why do you? Why do you? Why do you need it? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you? And yes, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What time do you need to be there? What time do you? What time do you need to be there? And what happens with to? What time do you need to be there? What time do you need to be there? What time do you need to be there? What do you think I should do? What do you think? What do you think I should do? Now remember, should, the L is silent. Not should, but should. What do you think? What do you think I should do? What do you think? What do you think I should do? So this finishes our video about do you to do ya. Join me in the next video to talk about past tense questions with did you to did ya. See you there.